extracting data from some of the existing base layers we already have to work with, and then clipping that data and sort of meshing or merging that data with our existing trail buffer. So we already have our trail buffers defined, and if you haven't seen that, go back and watch the buffer tool video. Then this video will make a lot more sense. But say we want to focus on a part of the glaciated plains here in North Dakota. So we have this layer, it's the major land resource area. So if we open this attribute table, we can see that there is, let's see, where does it say? Northern black glaciated, northern dark brown, central. Let's say we want to focus on the central black glaciated plains. So if we zoom out, this is the area it covers. So the southeastern part of the state. So we will go and we want to extract this data like we did in the previous video, creating a new feature layer. So what we want to do is we want to go to the data tab and we want to create a new layer from our selection. So we'll click on that and then we will X out, turn this off, and we will have this. Okay, cool, but now how do we integrate this central black glaciated plains layer with our, for example, 20-mile buffer? How do we mesh those two layers together so that we are only looking at the glaciated plains within our set parameters? So we have our 20-mile buffer. We can even move this above it so you can see it more clearly. So you can see the area of intersection and overlap. So what we want to do is we want to clip these together, or merge these two together. So we want to go back into our model. Again, I have already ran this, but I will show you the process again. So we want to grab that layer that we've created from the bigger resource or natural resource or land resource layer, and drag that to our model space. And then from there we want to go over to our geoprocessing search bar and search for the clip analysis tool, and we want to drag that in. Okay, but we also need our 20-mile buffer. So what we'll do is we'll also drag this in because we want to mesh these two together. So these essentially both have to be an input and a clip layer. So knowing which one is which is very important. So our input layer is of course going to be our glaciated plains layer. So if you just click and drag, left click and drag to the clip layer, this is your input feature. And if you click the 20-mile buffer and drag to the clip layer, this is the clip feature. And we will go, so then it inputs it for you so you don't have to waste time finding, especially when you have a lot of layers like I'm starting to get. It's easy just to click and drag and input them as such. So these two are already correctly inputted with the right feature layers. And then our output feature class, again, is just going to be labeled in a way that makes sense to us so we can keep it organized and find it later. So we can put plains 20 mile buffer zone. Sure. So we'll press OK. So now it turns yellow. Again, we all know what that means. It means we've successfully clipped these, or essentially connected them to the clip layer. So we want to run. Okay, and then that's done. And then we want to add to display. So if we go back, let me turn these two off. Oops. There we go. So now it's integrated this 20-mile buffer zone with our central black glaciated plains layer. So now we are only considering that plains layer along with the 20-mile buffer zone without having to switch back and forth or analyze two different layers at the same time. This is one way, a great way actually, to combine layers and keep those all organized and ready for further analysis. So again, this is just quickly reviewing how to use the clip feature in Pro. Again, hope this is useful to you and you use it going further in your suitability analysis as well as extracting your data. So see you next time with another video. Thanks.